Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Hamilton.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Too little,
Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run toss to the right with Drake. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Nice catch there by Christian Kirk. Had 709 yards and 3 touchdowns in the 2019 season. I expect those numbers to continue to climb. This is a guy who can play in the slot, play outside, but the number one thing about him, absolute explosiveness, especially after he catches the ball downfield. If you don't make the tackle right there, he's going to take it a long way.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 26. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Murray now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
No good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Washington! Steven Sims, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Well, there you go, Charles, his 1st touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in mid-season ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
From the 44, Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Peterson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And I think the ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And that'll set them back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
Aaron Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's up, It's good. Our score, 14-6. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 60 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check.
Shotgun now for Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Check, Mike 21. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Let's bring it. 55 is my guy, 55. And coming after you.
To throw again. Murray. He goes underneath the Drake. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Murray to air it out again. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Corey Peters there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 7. They go play action now. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
To Terry McLaurin.
A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Cardinals 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the gun, Murray. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins to throw. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Haskins will throw. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Dante Pettis there to make the grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes this Washington 42. Cardinals 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On on second down now. It's Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Going deep for Hopkins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit the tackle to Kylie Fitz, the former Utah Ute.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
Aaron Jones.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
Give to Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
3 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Drake. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
By Jordan Phillips. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 30.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The ball carrier. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's third down.
On third down, here's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
DeAndre Hopkins, incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they will take a knee here.
Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.